Hi guys. Okay, I'm back and I want to kind of pick up where we left off. Remember, we had picked some papers for our journal, and I told you that I had done some dyeing and some coffee dyeing. So what I did is I went ahead and I picked out the papers and I used some of my own dyeing paper. I've got a combination here of pink and lavender and green, and this one is mostly green, and this one is white, but it's picked up from the paper beside it, but that's okay. And this one is a nice lavender. So what I've done is I've compiled two signatures because the book that I'm using, that I'm going to use, is very thin. I'll show you the book cover I'm working on. This is it. I know it looks terrible. Right now it looks like it won't go with this at all. I hope you're getting a good shot of it there. I have put different kinds. First of all, what I did is I put gesso, white gesso on the whole book cover. But what I'm just showing you now basically is how thin the spine is here, and I'm going to put two signatures in this spine. So let's measure this for you. It's not very big. Okay, it measures less than a half an inch, a little bit more than a quarter. So that's like, what? This is 16/8. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just about a half an inch is what it's measuring. And I'm going to put two signatures in this. Now, we'll talk about this book cover in another video, but right now we're going to concentrate on putting the papers together and getting our book together. Okay, so I'll put that aside. All right, now these are the ones that I chose, and I just, scored them. I scored them, and let me get my chair straight here. All right, so, and on the back of these papers, I did add, in other words, I printed front and back. And then I have some of my dyed paper, then some of the kit paper, front and back. It's not actually a kit, so to speak. It's just and it's my porch prints. I couldn't remember in the last video where it came from, but it's my porch prints. And then I have some on the back. This one here I took and I made an envelope out of one of the sheets of paper. Just an envelope, put some washi tape down here, kind of crooked. And I'm going to decorate that, and that'll be in here. And then this page here is just a white page. What I'm going to do with this, well, when we get to it, I'll show you. This one here is just another piece of the paper package. And then this here, this is from an old book that I have. I have a couple of, oh man, I have so many old books. But this one here, what I did is I just pulled them out. I took and glued the two ends, this end and this end, all the way down. That's all. I left the top and the bottom open so that I'd be able to put it in here and decorate it and make it a pocket on each side. So we'll do that. I might gesso it. It is a little bit fragile. It's very old, and it's kind of a rough paper, but we'll see how it holds up while I'm decorating and turning other pages. Okay, and then this is the center, and in the center I've made another envelope with a piece of the paper in the package. And all this is an envelope like this. It's going to be open when I form the book, and then I will glue it together, and it will be a envelope pocket in the center, and we'll decorate that. Okay, so that's for the most part, and the first signature. Let me see how many pages we've got here. Now these pages are all different sizes because, you know, sometimes my printer prints with a white edge around, and sometimes it doesn't. It just depends. You know, I think I have it set right. I have it always set on fill the page, but it just doesn't seem to want to listen to me. Hold on a second. So let's see how many pages we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not counting the little pieces. Okay, so we've got 6 pages times 2 is 12. 12 full sides of sheets. No, that's wrong. 6 times 2 is 12, times 2 is 24. So there should be 24 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, so that's half of it is 12 and the other half is 24. All right, 24 half-size sheets in each signature. I'll show you what I put in the other signature. Like this will be the front when you open it, signature. So far, that's my plan. Okay, now the second signature, it's very similar. It is different though, and it's from the same paper package. And I put this is like a pale pink purpley color on the back, and then a green, and then another page from the packet, and I printed on the back of that one, and then a white page, and then we have a white envelope here, which I will be you know, making it a different color, putting laces and papers and stuff on it. But you pull it out and it makes a little pocket here, so I thought that would be great. It's a small envelope I just had hanging around. This side, we're going to make it a tuck spot. And next page, and there's this page with kind of purpley on the back, and that is the middle signature. And in this one, we're going to do the same thing as we're going to do in the other, but, and actually it's the same paper, but instead of doing it this way, we're going to do it this way. We will put the holes in here, and that's what will make it. We'll close it, and then the pocket will be on this side. Okay, and I don't think I really added anything to the rest of it yet. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Now these all fit into that book that I'm going to be using. I don't have to trim any of this off. If I did have to, I'd have to take it outside. I have a table out there with a huge cutting mat, and I'd have to use my huge stainless steel square ruler, and then I would cut along here with my oh, what is that? Well, it's just a box cutter is what I use, and I cut along there. And if you do that several times, you know, you need firm, but you don't have to press down super hard. You do that several times, it comes off nice and straight if you ever needed to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this aside. All right, so there's signature 1 and signature 2. I just want to show you, I'll grab that book again. From the top down, I can show you how nicely it's going to fit in here. All right, as you can see, it's going to fit in there pretty nice. Now, this journal is not going to be stuffed with items. I do have a little bit of room, and it can be about that big, but I don't want to go any bigger than that. And well, I guess there is 48 pages. We will be putting some pockets and some other embellishments in there, but not like I normally do because this book is so small. Okay, so let's put this aside. Oh, I did want to show you also the end papers that I chose for that book, and these are the end papers. So I thought, well, I am a big fan of paisley. I love paisley, and I thought that these colors were just so rich and thick and delicious that it would be quite a surprise when you open the book. Okay, so those are the ones I chose for there. These happen to come off of Pinterest. They did not come with the rest of these from my porch prints. Okay, all right. Now, what I want to work on is, let's move these over here. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut these out while we're talking a little bit. This one right here, I'm going to be going, let's just get the cutter. Here, cutter. Here, cutter. Okay. Hopefully this will work. If it doesn't work, I'll just have to use my my scissors. All right, what I want to do is I want to cut out pages that are the size of my paper that will fit in here nicely for a pocket. So I think I can probably get 4 pockets out of this sheet, and I'm going to go ahead and just mark them with taking into account this part, and this part will be coming off. But I do want to mark them, so it'll probably be here and probably about here for one, and then for another probably be about there and probably right about here. And then I think I can cut this all the way down straight. So let's go ahead and cut this first. Alrighty, I'm going to put this here. Right there. You know what I was going to do before I tried this again is I was going to mark it. And I didn't mark it, so let's hope that I'm not too far off. Okay, here we go. Well, it cut nice. Oh, I'm close. That's good. All right, then let's cut this way. All right. I'm gonna go in here, right about there, and cut. Alright, I'm going to cut one more. I hope you're not totally bored. I know some people love to see this part, you know, actually doing the work, and some don't really want to do it. They want to just go skip ahead and, you know, say this and this and that. But, you know, that's why I have a vlog and not a vlog. Because if I had a vlog, I could just say, you know, what we are doing and put some pictures in, and that would be that. So let's cut off this white. I don't know if I can cut it off with this, but I'm going to try. A little bit out of frame, I'm sure. Alright, let's try that. That'll cut nice. And the bottom. And the bottom. Here we go. The bottom. Okay, so there's one nice real firm pocket. We'll be able to go ahead and I can do it right now. We'll just put the thumb hole in, and oh no, that's the corner. Actually, I kind of like the idea of having rounded corners here. Well, that would be the top. And we'll put this here. You know, kind of center it. Not measuring, but... Ooh! I put cardstock on the back of this. It's pretty sturdy. Alright. So that'll be... And I'll put a little... I'm using black... What's it called? Black soot. Distress Oxide by Ranger Tim Holtz. And I have a little bit on my sponge, but not a whole lot. So I'm just, you know, putting it around. I think the black soot looks nice with the lavender. Just a tad, you know, not too grungy. Because you see it has this grungy on it already, so some of the papers are a little bit more grunge than others, but I just want to put a little bit of that black soot on there so you can see. It's just a little bit. Alright, let's do the next one. And we'll have 2 pockets we can put in on our pages. Right now. Okay. Just slide in just a tad. Try to keep it up there. There's 1 and 2. There we go. Right. We'll just do 2 to start. And which do we like for the top? First thing I'm going to do is this. So I chose this for the top. And this is where our finger tab's going to go. Thumb tab, finger tab, divot. People call it a lot of things. Alright, there goes that. And we'll put a little black soot on this too. I am not putting this back in the ink to get this little tiny bit of black soot on here either. It's just what's on the sponge. I only put it in the ink once, a few minutes before we started. Because I just wanted a very little bit. Now if you use these sponges, these are, you know, makeup sponges. If you use these, if you press hard, they will, you know, give away and start crumbling. I usually take the scissors and I cut all that crumbliness off so I can use them until they get pretty small. You know, I got a bag with a bunch of different sizes and flavors in it, but yeah, just a little tip there. So you don't want that book all over your... And you know, I'm bending these like this a little bit because, you know, that's naturally how a book will lay. Alright, now let's find our book pages. Okay, it took off. Here it is. Okay. What I'm going to be doing is I'll be putting 2 of these in the first signature and 2 of these from that paper that we just put aside, and 2 of these in the back. So I'll probably cut this part so they look a little different in the back one. Or maybe I'll put 1 of these and 1 of these in the front. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make them. We'll do that. All right. So, I'm just going to use these and make a mark. Yeah, right here. I kind of do that. All right. And my pencil went over here and over here, and I'm leaving a space, you know, for that. Okay. Then we'll make another one over here on this side. All right. I don't know if you can see. Whoop. So right about here. See, I've already lost my mark that I put over here. Oh, there it is. Over there. I tell you, you gotta love me. All right, let's cut this one. You know, let's cut the long one first. Right here. Should be good. Right there. Okay, there's that. And then let's do this one. This might leave room enough for us to have a belly band. All right. And that'll make a really nice belly band. If I use them this way, instead of this way, it'll make two. Okay. We'll cut this one. Right there. Cut this one. Right there. Uh-oh, it slipped on me. See, that's what I get for trying to be quick, I guess. Oh, see, it doesn't want it. All right, I'll just take my scissors to that. This part right here. Kept pushing it out. The stiffer the paper is, the more of mind of its own it has. For sure. But we want nice and sturdy pockets. Oh, I have to use it again. All right. All right. I'm going to put this right up there. Right there. And where'd the other one go? I think I cut that wrong. Well, doggone it. Look at that. I did. I cut it wrong. Okay. Oh, here this marks. See, this has marks on it too that goes up and down. Well, I'll cut one right. Instead of a pocket, or we probably could use it as a small pocket, but instead of a pocket, I could actually cut more off of it and use it as an up tuck. Oops, I'm sorry. Use it as an up tuck or down in the corner of the page, you know, like that. Okay. So let's see. This craft cardstock is pretty mean. Pretty mean stuff. It's very strong. It's too thick for me to put through my printer, so it's more than 110-pound cardstock. I don't know what it is because I bought it at Paper Studios, came from Hobby Lobby. But now this time I'm going to get a little bit, here, I'm going to get a little bit of my ink. Just a little. I don't want much, and I'm going to just dab it because I know a lot will come off. And I don't want a lot, just want a little. So I'm going to just dab it and hold this down like that. I think it'll work. Yeah. See? Just like that. So if you ever get too much ink on your tool that you're using, and there's no way to get it off, so just dab the ends like that. You can do it with this kind too. I've done that too with these, and it works great. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can put a couple of these in. Alright, we'll do them in the first signature. So we got one with the building schematics on it and one without, and that's the belly band. Alright, so don't know exactly what we're going to, but this is how I start. You know, I think, okay, so that's going to have an envelope there, and it's going to be quite decorated. So this one would either be, like if I'm decorating it, a belly band or a stamp or some stenciling, even though it's, you know, the pretty paper. A corner flip we can do with some of the other paper that we have. We can do a corner, can you see? I hope you can. A corner flip here. It's called a Rita Donnelly flip, and so I don't think I want it there. I might put it right here, like that, on the front page. You know, this has some of that white on it. I was wondering to myself just now, why didn't I take that off? And the reason I didn't take it off was I like this flower so much, I didn't want to cut any more of the flower or the greenery off. But if it bugs me, I will cut it off. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead, see, look at a drop of water hit that. So and it's okay on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that up, and we'll get close to that edge, but close to the bottom. Hope you can see that. And we'll install that right there. Since this is such thick paper, I'm going to use the other glue, the Fabri-Tac. Just because it's so thick. And it looks like I have to go up a little bit to hide that little piece. Oh, right about there. So we're going to do it. Alright, well, I can remember that. So we're just going to go around the edge. We don't need very much of this glue, just as long as we get all the way around. Hope you're seeing this. I don't have a monitor camera to help me with the camera that I have here, but